Well, as we saw earlier on when we took a look at the history of football's most famous trophy, yet another FA Cup final coming up at Wembley this month. When it comes to a game of soccer, there are a few keener fans than Scotland's #1 supporter, that great rock and roller, Rod Stewart. These days, Rod spends most of his time in the United States, but even in Hollywood, he hasn't lost his love for the great old round ball game. John Mangos reports.
It's a typical lazy sunny Sunday in Los Angeles, and on what looks like a cow paddock in the back blocks of this sprawling metropolis, there's a weekly soccer competition. It's rather crude. There are no change rooms, no showers. But then in this country, soccer doesn't rate alongside baseball or basketball. Not surprisingly, one of the teams is made up of British expatriates. They call themselves the Hollywood Exiles. There's a painter, a carpenter, a French polisher, a teacher, and a rock star. At 42, Rod Stewart is the oldest member of the team, but the girls still think he's sexy. Why do you play soccer every week?
I love it. I was brought up in a footballing family, you know. My brothers played and my dad was a manager of a team, and we all loved the game, and I still do.
Does it ever worry you that you might get injured or something and can't do your real job?
Nah. I mean, once you start thinking about getting injured, you invariably do get injured, you know. So once I think about getting injured, I'll give it up.
And they reckon you're playing a pretty deadly team here today?
Team, yeah. Mexican team.
How do you think you'll go?
Well, bit of British fight, we might beat them, you know. If we can hold out to half-time, if it's like 1-1 or 0-0 at half-time, we've got a chance.
What position are you playing today, Rod?
Right back. Any further than that, behind the goal, I'll be a photographer.
The man is a soccer addict. He needs a hit every week, and he's prepared to put off recording engagements to have a kick with the lads. What sort of asset is your famous right back?
Inspiration.
Is he a good player?
Absolutely, absolutely. He deserves his place in the team, not only because of his status, but because he earns it every week.
7. Keep him tight, make him play the line. If he comes inside, knock him out.
This week's game is crucial. It's a semi-final. A loss means elimination. The opposition is a tough Mexican team which travelled over the border just to be here. They don't know who Rod Stewart is, nor do they care.
Hit him hard, and don't try working the ball on a short field like this.
Venga, Moreno, marcando igual y atrás Alejandro, tranquilo.
Because we're the underdogs, and I'm telling you straight up, this is our game.
Venga, adelante.
So let's get out there now, and let's start putting it together, the things we've done. Come on, let's go, come on.
Now, fellow rock legend Elton John may well have bought his own team, but don't get the wrong idea about Rodney. There's nothing slick about this competition. Even choosing a ball can start trouble.
First punch up of the day, deciding on the ball. Here's the most expensive one, Red.
Okay, that's enough. Decisions we made, gentlemen.
He was once confronted with a career crisis, but as a footballer, he makes a great singer. He does still show signs of his former brilliance, like setting up this goal to put the Exiles in front before half-time.
Rod! What's right, Rod?
Don't be fooled by the venue. These blokes take the game very seriously. Very, very seriously.
Vamos, Moreno, no le hace, vamos, venga. Ya, hombre, ¿para qué le hacen más de pego? Oh, chicos, ¿qué quieres que haga?
Yeah, quiet game of football.
We're on your side, mate. Only minutes remain in the game, and the Exiles have a comfortable 3-1 lead. The Mexicans are getting serious. The star is down. He recovers and continues play.
Play, Rod Stewart!
The final siren and victory, a great win. The team lives to fight another semi-final. Fans of Stewart's music will have to wait a week longer for the next album. Everything else is second priority.
Sterling performance by the lads.
There's no place here for prima donnas. Stewart uses the same facilities as everyone else. None. During the course of the game, some spectators recognised the rock star in these unlikely surroundings and were lucky enough to get a rare photo. The Exiles won, so it was okay. His teammates say you can't go near him when the team loses. And of course, after the game, there's only one place to go, win, lose or draw. And on a hot Californian Sunday, it's bottoms up. And don't spare the horses. John Mangos reporting from Los Angeles for Sports Sunday.
Certainly enjoys his soccer, Rodney. Probably enjoying it more than following Scotland. OK, from a rock star to a star of the motorcycle track. The Wollongong whiz, Wayne Gardner, will be featured on 60 Minutes following his great start to the motorcycle Grand Prix season. That's tonight on 60 Minutes. Wayne Gardner. And while we're on Grand Prix tonight at 10:55 Eastern Standard Time, we have the second of this season's Formula One races. That's from the San Marino, or from the Imola circuit, the San Marino Grand Prix. And while we're on good sporting events, the 1988 Winter Olympics are coming up in February, and all eyes will be on Calgary early next year. When you think of Calgary, you think of the cold and the cowboys. Cowboys mean rodeos. And next week on Sports Sunday, we bring you a sample of a Calgary rodeo.
If it's thrills and spills you're after, then be with us next Sunday afternoon as we take a look at the world's most famous rodeo, the Great Calgary Stampede. Plenty of good old Canadian boys.